Alright, today I'm going to show you how to update your build, and I'm going to use the Kodi Kriptix, and it's very simple. I'm going to do this so you guys at home can update your own builds without having to go have someone else to do it, to bring it back to me, or get these so-called jailbreakers to update them for you. It's just a few clicks, very simple. Here we go, let's get started. As you can see, this is Kodi Kriptix. And we're in movies, favorites, the pyramid, all in one, recent. See, the wizard is doing his thing up there, clearing packages, success. I'm going to let him finish his updating. I'm going to update for a minute, because this is a freshly installed. Now what I'm basically going to be doing is installing a fresh build. This is the fresh build, so I'm actually going to be installing the same build over this one. But if it was a past build, it would be updating it. So when the new build comes out, this is what you need to do to get that new build installed over this one. It's actually not, you can refer to it as an update or a fresh install, because it's actually a fresh install, because it kind of deletes your build while it installs the fresh build. So simply what you want to do is go to System, and you click down to the ZT Wizard. You click on that. It's going to pull up this page, the ZT Wizard V3.0. Your current build 2.0.5. You're going to go down to builds. You're going to click on that. Now, the Team ZT has lots of builds. As you can see, they have All You Need, they have Alpha, Alpha Light, Apollyon, DC Friends, Fire and Ice, Frank's Bills, Game Flicks, Horror, Kodiak's Express, Marvel. There's the Kriptix, which is what we want. Retro, Star Wars. But we're going to go to Kriptix, and you click on it. Then you want to go down and you want to do a fresh install, not a standard, because the fresh is going to delete your past build as it installs your new build. A standard would be if you had a fresh Kodi default skin on, to do a standard install. So you need to do the fresh install when you update your build. That's why I call it a fresh install. So you want to continue, click fresh install, then click continue. Just hit OK. I actually got a little anxious there and hit cancel. Just give it a second. We'll just click it again. You want to do a fresh install, hit continue, and then just wait. What it's going to do first is it's going to get rid of the build you have. It's going to take a minute. It's calculating files and folders. So it's going to do away with that. And once it's done with that, then the download begins. can see, it's got 349.33 megabytes, which is quite a bit. This is a large build. It's got a lot in it. It's basically got everything you need in it. And it's going pretty fast, so that's good. But it's still estimated at about 4 minutes and 50 some seconds. Now, I did one video before on the overall how to get started on a Fire Stick that I've programmed with the Kodi builds and all of the APKs I installed and the app centers. And I'll be doing one individually on each app to show the ins and outs of it to make things easier. And if anyone's interested in contacting me to find out in a way of obtaining one of these Fire Sticks, and also do the Fire TV 4K Ultra me boxes, pretty much any Android devices boxes, but the Amazon, of course, is the most famous. When the light dims here, it's getting ready to go to screensaver. You can just click it to light it back up. But you can contact me at my email address, singletongim@yahoo.com, singletonjim@yahoo.com. My personal cell phone number is 434-382-7227. Don't know if you can see these or not. Or simply inbox me message on YouTube. Let me know that you're interested in these types of Fire Sticks and the way that these are programmed. Been doing this for a while now, so I've learned which teams to stick with. These teams that make all these lots of builds out. But I stick with the top 2 or 3 builds. Kodi, No Limits, and this Team ZT, they make wonderful builds. The Kriptix is the best of the Team ZT. I've been keeping up with it, and Kodi, No Limits, and Team ZT both have been in the top 5 constantly throughout this past year. For those with 4K, I use 4K Cosmic Saints, just because it has lots of 4K movies on it, even though it's limited at the time. And this is the second video I put out. Check out my first video, because that goes over pretty much everything, and how to launch my apps, how to get them from being side loaded from the applications into your apps and into your front, to where when you first get on, they're right there, right in front of you, and you don't have to worry about going and looking around. And I have a lot of people that contact me, so I figured making a video would be much easier, so I could speak to everyone at one time, because I stay constantly messaging and helping people out. And the reason I'm doing this is because if you can do this, you don't need to take your fire. Once you get your Fire Stick home, you can keep it home. You don't need to pack it up and send it somewhere else to get it fixed and pay more money. And you can see how simple it is. The light's dimming again. It's going to go to screensaver, but click on it. So it's basically done downloading, and now it's just uploading some stuff, and it'll be done here in a minute. So I already had the new version of the Z2 Wizard on, but they'll be coming out with a new one soon. And when they do, you simply go to Wizard and click on the builds and do a fresh install of your build. And you can choose another build if you like and try it, but you're not going to beat the Kriptix. And for a build that size, this is downloaded pretty quickly. And I'm doing this for my friends and clients that get me to help them program their Fire Sticks and get our Fire Sticks from me. I try to program all mine the same way. There may be a few differences here and there. I include 3 pages of instructions, and I'm going to do some tutorials on YouTube so that if anyone has any questions or anything, they can just refer back to it. I know people don't want to spend all day on YouTube watching, especially looking at my ugly face, but I think this will make things a lot easier. I have a lot of people that don't know how to update their Kodi builds or refresh their Kodi builds, and it's such an easy thing to do. And I'll be doing another one on Kodi No Limits. Hopefully I might be able to get that one done and out today. Let's see, it's almost completed here now. Getting ready to go to screensaver, so I'll just click it, light it back up. And once it's done, it's going to want you to force close it. Some builds require you to unplug it, but this one doesn't. You can force close it. Make sure you force close, and it'll go out. I as well force stop it before I launch it, and then when I launch it, it'll be the newest updated version of Kodi Kriptix. So whatever build you had, if it's been an update, this will be the updated version of your build on your Fire Stick. And each time that it is updated, you can do this and get the updated version. Very, very simple. Now, once you force close it and then launch it, you want to wait and let the Wizard do its thing. You want to wait. You don't want to fool with it. You don't want to go clicking around in it for a few minutes. It's going to have to load its skin, and it's going to have to do its updates. But it's basically done. I'm going to let the video run another minute or two so you can start to see the enabling and the updating is going to start happening. the skin starts loading. So it's basically gonna build the skin. And that's going pretty fast. Then it's gonna have a few more updates and add-on updates and add-on updates afterwards. So you don't want to fool around with it while it's doing that. You want to let it do its thing. You're still going to see some more updates. There you go. It's going to say the cache is removed, thumbnails, you know, what all it caught and fixed, and if you wait around another minute or two, you'll see some more updates. It's doing its job in there. Even though you see and you think it's not, and you're ready to take off, and then you can actually move it around some. But it's still doing some updates. See? Now you're getting your posters, your poster boards. So if you go over to movies, you wait a minute, just like it did on TV shows. This is a freshly installed build, so it's still doing its thing. Sometimes I even recommend 5 minutes of just leaving it alone. And after a minute or two, when you're on movies, you'll see your poster board start to pop up. You can go through your poster boards to pick a movie, or you go to your sub menu. You have plenty of apps in your sub menu. And ladies and gentlemen, that is how you update or refresh, do a fresh install on your Kodi build to get the newest build. You don't have to take it to anybody to pay them money to do it. You can sit right at home, click a few buttons and do it yourself. Download the build right over top of your last build. Now, when you want to exit Kodi, you go to exit and you click exit. But you don't have to wait for it to exit, because sometimes it takes 30 to 45 seconds to exit. But once you click exit, there's nothing else you can do. You can hit home and you can leave right out of the system. And that is how you update your ZT Kriptix build. Thanks.